also tired, but I'm ready to rock.
Tired man right now, but you power through. You power through when it means getting some new toys, right?
Yeah.
That's what we do.
What's the plan today? I'm not really sure.
We're on our way to Time Warp Toys out here in Suffolk County, Long Island. Scouted this place recently. They just moved to a bigger, better location. Good dear friend of the pod, Long Island's own Sal Licata, is going to meet up with us. So that's going to be fun and exciting. And I don't know, I'm itchy to make some purchases here. I have seen this place. I know they got a little bit of everything. A lot of wrestling. For me, sports stuff. For you, I feel like there's like a lot of other tons of stuff you could dabble in. So I'm excited. I think we're getting a private opening prior to the actual store time for the major wrestling figure pod. And I guess we should probably say it's 9 o'clock in the morning. We were at Monday Night Raw last night till about midnight. Yeah. Recorded the podcast till about 3:30 in the morning. And got up to do this. But like I said, when it's about toys,
yes, you got to
power through and do it.
Yeah, this is gonna be fun though.
I know, I'm very excited.
The other thing I was thinking about is the podcast or the YouTube world is going to be meeting Sal Licata in this, who is like a character in our podcast.
Sorta. And then the weirdest thing is that like Sal Licata is a fan of mine, and I was always a Sal Licata fan because if I'm not organizing stuff in my playroom or playing with Mackenzie,
right, I
am watching SNY, which is like the New York home of sports coverage, and Sal Licata is a prominent figure on there hosting all kinds of shows. And then on the flip side of that, he's on the radio and I'm in the car. If I'm not listening to a podcast, basically if I'm home and I'm in my car, I'm listening to WFAN Sports in New York and keeping up with all that stuff, and Sal's always on there as well. So I was always a big admirer of his, and then somehow he was a fan. I didn't even know he was a wrestling figure guy, and he was a fan of ours. Yeah. And then I kind of like we're all together one day. I was, what the heck? And it's perfect. It's been pretty cool.
Leave the memories alone.
It hurts, man. It hurts. Look at that giant banner that says toys and collectibles.
I love that.
So you know you're in a good place.
Oh wow! Oh yes. This is.
You just get all boned up, or? Like I heard you get HARD right there.
Buy, sell, trade.
Yo. Good man.
All right, good to see you.
You're actually met Mark, have you?
Small market.
Because we brought into this, there was a con in Pennsylvania.
We were talking.
You could feel because I started collecting right before your podcast started. Like I just started to get back into because I was listening to Conrad.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right. But then after listening,
you feel sentimental.
Yeah, right. So I went back, I got the magazines, and I was like, oh my God, I used to have those figures, and I'll go back and get them. But I didn't know really how to collect. I didn't know that I needed them in pristine shape. I didn't know how to display it. I started listening to you guys, and it took off to a whole.
So if I recall, the wrestling section's down here. Well, that wasn't here. That's the Piper poster. I got Johnny Clash that Stang.
You gave it to him already?
Yeah. It's actually really cool. Oh, Marky, do you need... What do we got? Can we make a Series 2 flare?
I have all those.
You have that?
Yeah. I have a lot of flares.
I know. Sometimes I just underestimate your flare collection.
Hasbro. You could do a restoration on that.
Yeah, 9%. Classics. Okay, so I am in the market for Luna Vachon.
Why are you getting a Luna Vachon?
I convinced myself. Well, it's a really good figure, and I want to own it. So I convinced myself that I can count it as like an ECW Luna.
I see.
You like that? You just gotta do stuff like that sometimes. There's just so many of these.
Is this an NWO? Is this NWO?
That's a 1,000,000% NWO macho to me. That was a Toys R Us exclusive. RIP. It is a basic.
Yeah.
If you were collecting like announcers, right? Mm-hmm. Jerry the King Lawler, what's the best one for him?
In the classic room?
Well, any, but like an announcer specifically.
Ooh.
That's the one, like, I got a Jim Ross, I think, most of my stuff that I had.
I actually think the best is the Titantron.
Yeah, see, those I'm not familiar with.
That's what I'm saying. Sadly, like Jerry's got like he's had some good figures of his, but like odd choices. I feel like Mattel's only done Mattel's done modern day Jerry, like when he was in WrestleMania like 27 against Michael Cole.
Right.
And then a couple years ago he had that Hall of Champions, but that depicts like almost like 70s Jerry. You know, he has the little yeah. So
Bone Cruncher back and forth, Jerry.
the Bone
When he would
Cruncher
wrestle.
one, yeah, that's actually not a bad one. Flair. You're all up to date on Flair the classics, right?
This is the one you guys got me, right? This green one.
Yeah, is this the 20? No, this is like just a later Series 20.
This is the only Rogue one. This is one I need.
The original Mattels are not easy to come by. Hence why I'm gonna grab this. Obviously, very, very great friend of mine, Luke Gallows, friend of the show. Truth be told, we have a plan to do kind of like a major renovation of his. He has a very piss poor setup of his, you know, his collection of his career. As friends of his, Zach and I really want to, you know, bolster that a little bit. So we do intend to go to his home in Atlanta and, you know, build some details for him and make it the real deal because he's got some cool stuff that should be celebrated. And I'm pretty sure he does not have this anymore in mint condition. So I'm gonna grab it for him because I'm a good friend. What do we got?
We got a little special there, Elite in there.
I think I got this from him already recently. Like I know he doesn't have this spin-up card. These are both like insanely hard to find.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dude, this is like a grail piece.
Oh, the original.
This is like, you know how hard this is to come by?
What is that one?
This was a variant even when it came out. Because there was like the Diesel, and then in the same set there was a Kevin Nash. Like, yeah, see, look, he's wearing the outsider stuff.
Right.
But this was always like a wildly, even when it came out, it was hard. It's just over time, it just become more and more
It's a good looking figure.
rare, yeah.
What do we got here?
I believe, maybe we have someone tell us, this is an uncut card sheet of sticker cards. Very cool.
There's repeats every row.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah,
That's normal in a card.
You've never seen like how cards are made. They come in that like giant.
Yeah.
It gets pressed and chopped up. So this is just like an pretty cool. I mean,
Yeah, it is.
that's not something you like come by. You know, I'm just taking a jog or a walk. Some pretty interesting shots to do. On the pod recently. It's 3-pack of just wrestling legends. If I was Curtis Axel on this pack, this would be like on my mantle when you walk in my house. That's insane. If it's an 80s guy, like, well, this is like technically what
Right.
WrestleMania 6 or 1990, but it'd be the cutoff. So Warrior and Macho I got, and I took all the Masters of the Universe stuff off of them.
Yeah, and
I'm
then
not
they're
even
cool.
keeping it. I'm just having it out like it looks like a Remco, like an old school wrestling figure. I think that's my rule. So like Sting, no, because he's like 90s.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Brian, are these the guys that we talked about on the pod that you got the keychain on?
Yes.
Those are applause. Look, they're very sentimental to me because I had those when I was a kid and I like played with them into the ground. And also like maybe you can see some of the detailing. If you like go hard on them, they're all white underneath, like the base. So like mine all had like white noses and white, you know, because you're a little kid playing with them. So this is where I found that last time I was here. They had that vintage ECW sticker that I like completely mucked out for.
Oh, yeah.
That's fine.
I was going when I was in the clinic shop.
That's a dead man.
We get some merch Still Madness stuff for Brewski here. Look, let's get him some AJ gloves. Let's get him some Sasha Banks shades and some Jeff Hardy armbands. All for you, Brewski.
What is that? What the hell?
Fruit juice drink. Wow, that's kind of cool, actually.
I don't recall, but I made.
Yeah, you had like crazy different color belts. Yeah.
Right. I remember like the blue and.
Yeah. Or we had a big
Purple,
discussion last night. The purple he had, and that was the last one he had because he loses the purple one to Slaughter at Rumble for sure.
But this is a cool one. Just throw that random like in my hotel stuff.
I like, to me, like there's not too much difference between a basic and an elite because it's all in scale. So if you just see it on display, it's the same.
Right.
You know, it's kind of. So if there's a basic you really like, there's no problem. Just don't.
All right. So
yeah.
like collectors look at this and be like, oh, it's a basic. I
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
want
but
it.
it's like, well, if it's the only depiction of him in that gear or whatever, Really, that's kind of it.
Mr. Perfect is a good one. The new one that they came out with, you and I both don't really love that.
Yeah,
figure.
yeah.
I prefer the basic one.
Yeah.
I know that there's an elite with
It has
him
like
too.
that very vibrant yellow singlet.
Yeah. To me, that's him. You take the
Trust me,
towel off of the
6,
belt.
yeah, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I don't mind the basics.
What is this row? This is like some all like pretty tough to find elites, and then a hide and rake ruthless guy at the end. The heck? What are you doing, Mark?
So we have right here, we have this Tony Atlas. I've had my eye on a Tony Atlas figure for a long time because
Holy.
I wrestled him in a singles match.
Wow.
And you never got a Tony out?
Well, it's really expensive, and I don't want to spend close to $100 on the Tony Atlas figure.
You need that. Man.
I know.
Mark collects guys that he's worked.
Yeah, I would.
I can't do that because then I'd have a lot of figures. Mark's had a very modest career, so it's an attainable goal for him. But
What are you thinking of here?
I just think they're cool figures, right? Like I don't have a specific need for it or
He
reason
started
to
me by
collect
asking me
it.
one day, "You want to buy my
Yeah.
George Steele?" I was like, "All right." And that was it.
So itchy, you know how it is. So then you look at them like those are cool. To me,
Yeah.
this is a cool. You know, when I was growing up
from the
watching,
same
these,
era.
I had that one.
Okay, so
Yeah,
you already,
Now, is
you've
that
already started that.
Is that? Yeah, I know. Is that
Yeah.
that a SummerSlam one or no? It would say.
I mean,
So maybe I have one that's.
yeah,
There was one that's similar to that, like '93
Yeah.
SummerSlam or whatever. But so usually I try to have like a specific pay-per-view, but these are cool. I think
This is Brewski wearing a headband from Curves. That's brutal. That's an airbrush. They took the logo off, so he just looks like a doofus. More than he already does in his own. Yeah.
All right, Brian, question. Can you count this as like a 97 Psycho Sid?
1,000,000%. That's basically what it is.
Well, it says 91 on the back.
No,
WWE debut 91.
that's all it says. That's just in facts about him. And the hundreds and counts.
Getting it.
Oh man, do I have to hit up the cone, man? I think this is one of the first ones we got him, right?
I feel like I've seen that.
This is the old school rings. Now it's so funny to say this is old, but this is a ringside exclusive. I think.
Got over here. Very rare. Big Drew. Series 1, Series 3.
Oh my god! I get fearful. Like I want to be home when the boxes come to shit.
What the? Rare. Rare.
And do you do this? So I call it the clean sweep. Like if you're home and your wife's not, and all your packages come, do you just like get them out of it, like
100%.
evidence? You gotta break the boxes down. You gotta like it never happened. Yeah.
I'm blocking the camera, whatever it is, the ring camera. I block that from my backside, so the mailman just, hey, I'll take those.
Dude, clean sweep. You gotta do it.
That's called the clean
Because there's gonna be so many times when you can't avoid it. So like when you can, you gotta do it. Yeah.
That to me has been the most difficult thing. Just the wife, sometimes she
Women don't understand collecting for whatever reason.
right, exactly. Well,
Yeah.
for whatever reason. I mean,
Or they're not fans of it, I guess.
yeah, right.
The trouble of bringing your daughter to collectible toy stores, I don't know if you found this, is then they see these like high-end dolls
They don't
and
realize
yes.
that they shouldn't be like ravaged.
There was like one toy store had the like the original Toy Story toys, and to my daughter it looks
They're
like
very pricey.
yeah.
I mean, Mackenzie's 3, so like obviously like her dolls all look like they've been electrocuted. You know, their hair is like
Yes, exactly.
they look like wild Samoans, and they're like Disney princess dolls.
Wait a minute.
Who's Lucy?
I mean, these are obviously sick, but I wanted the ones that I had as a kid.
The sentimental ones.
right. So
I see both sides of that, like especially in wrestling. Like obviously, I love a good LJN and a Hasbro because it means so much to me.
right.
But then like these badass elites, you know, like
But then it doesn't stop. Then you
Yeah.
just have everything.
yeah.
Yo.
Oh, nah, that's a different all over. The Now Stable JR. These are Titantrons. This was like a Kmart.
That's
exclusive.
Lawler there?
That's Lawler.
It doesn't really.
Because like towards the end, he would like kind of like he does now. He wears like t-shirts and stuff. He doesn't wear the full like king.
Oh yeah, there's the announcers with the table.
It's not a bad Ross.
Yeah, I mean he's got the crown ski, so I mean if you're displaying it, might do the trick. But yeah, this is a Kmart exclusive back then. There, it's pretty cool actually. Random. 25 is cheap.
This is something that I've actually been thinking
great
about.
rant. There you go. This is miscellaneous shelf 101 right here.
Yeah, I've seen that before.
Yeah,
I think I'm putting this in the pile. This is a maybe.
I think it's a good price too. Yeah, I'm not sure.
Uh-oh.
Where's our talent?
Michael Jordan. One of them.
I'm not necessarily.
He just spun around.
This is the maybe
Spun around the
pile.
stack. This is the like.
Right.
For whatever reason, this came out with the flashback thing, but this depicts Lawler from like 2012 Mania match.
Right. So you think that wouldn't be a good one?
It's
for
like
announcement,
you,
That's right. That's fresh off the announcing table.
Yeah.
In an announcing
It's for you
feud.
to decide, but at least he doesn't have the goatee, so it's not like
Right.
70s Andy Kaufman feud.
Right. No, I don't want that. I want
Yeah.
more current day. So that
I think
would
that's
maybe
as close as you're gonna get Mattel wise.
Right.
Yeah.
What in the Pirates of Dark? I didn't even know there was toys. I loved this when they played it on Cartoon Network. They would play the entire series straight, like for like 3 days, and I would sit there and watch the entire series. Super cool. These Ninja Turtle vehicles open. I had all of them. Very nostalgic. Original turtle figures. Wacky action. Cops. Chunk Love Sloth?
Baller one where it's like
What in the hell?
buying on him, but like you can buy like someone else. Like,
Insane vintage things in package. This store is crazy. $225. So we
I
got.
was thinking, I was just staring at this stuff.
Yep.
Do you own
Tom Brady.
a TB12?
So I have a pop Tom Brady.
That's kind of lame ski.
I know.
I think like that's a beautiful McFarlane Tom Brady. I feel like as a native New England guy,
I was itchy
You would need
for
something
the
like that.
big poppy you had. So I think that
the
would
one
be,
I have is really cool.
Yeah, I think that would be the first thing that I would get. Would be a big poppy. He's my guy.
So I'm into like really weird stuff as far as like New York sports.
Yep.
And I have my eye on him. I'm gonna have to go get it. And Eric Lindros. Who's like
yeah.
one of my favorites as a kid. He's just such a goon.
Oh, yeah.
And he was like on the Flyers where I hated him. But I liked him because he's such a good bad guy, like a good heel, like in wrestling.
Right.
He comes to the Rangers for a little bit, his end of his career.
Now, they have a variant of that, a blue shirt too. I'm not sure if do they do that for everyone on McFarland's or
Not everyone, but there's a
He
lot.
definitely does, but I'm not sure which one's the variant.
I think I'm gonna grab that for my little miscellaneous shelf in my gym with sports stars.
Oh yeah,
I think it'll be cool.
that
man.
works.
What?
You gotta
I
get
need
it.
this, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I think this is a rookie. A 98 Kobe? Gotta be, right?
I think that if I did get something here, Brian, I think it would be this. This
Pedroia Ortiz?
Pedroia Ortiz
So
2-pack.
it comes with the trophy. I just got a.
Oh, that's a must-have.
I'm a big Mad Bum Mark, and I met him last year. Sounds like even my Marcus like went up like
You go
tenfold.
bull riding with him?
No,
Did you hear about that?
Yeah, it's wild, right? In his off season, bull riding. Anyway, but he came with the trophy, which is really cool. Three of them actually, because the Giants have been very blessed. So that Poppy rules because he's doing the walk off like
100%.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah. Oh, God, what is
Sir, can you help me out, sir, with some of these?
I just took a part-time job here. Time work. Oh, I can use it. What do you think when you see this?
Yeah, that's a tough one right there. I
Probably,
think
like,
disappointment right there.
The level of my excitement for him to be a Jet was like 0 to 60. Dude, HA, RD, big time.
He got hurt and it changed everything. And it went down that 1 year. expired Mangini. The rest is history.
But then he rebounded with the Vikings and was like awesome.
Well, of course,
again, which stung.
Of course.
Which stung even worse.
These G.I. Joe vehicles are like super nostalgic. I remember this bridge builder. When I was little, I had no idea how to work it, but it was super cool.
I'll leave the kids at home.
Oh my god, wow. Ahead of its time. Little kids playing with missiles and rocket launchers.
Exactly. Nobody wants that.
The price on those.
To a non-child environment.
Deluxe one, man, like that's his deluxe and has like more stuff, and there's one with less stuff, and there's one with like different stuff.
I think that's the one I had as a kid, which I love.
Oh, a Wheaties box?
What
is that?
Not WrestleMania 8 Ultimate Warrior Superstar cereal. I think I had this as a kid. I think I had to grab it.
Whoa, yeah. That looks very familiar.
Very good price on it, and I feel like I can open it. Maybe do an unboxing, future unboxing.
Color forms.
Yeah, you don't remember color forms?
Yes, of course I do. Oh my god, you should make a diorama. Now, hold on a second. I didn't see this earlier.
Guys, look at this face.
We got
his face.
Kevin Costner Robin Hood battle wagon up there.
I mean, that is sick.
Oh, I remember having that 100%.
I think you have it again now.
Where would I put that?
That's the problem. You know.
You have to get.
Yeah, you cross that bridge when you get there. That's what I say.
Worry about that later.
Yeah. These are the NECA turtles you're collecting at the moment.
Yeah, and the weird thing is, like, if you're a Mint on Box collector, it's like they have the packs with the turtles in the foot, and then the turtles and the turtles, but they're the same exact figures.
Oh, so what do you have to decide?
If you're a Mint on Box collector, you have to like buy double.
Interesting.
But I'm just gonna get the guys to open.
Are you done with that, or you have to keep going?
Done for now, but the new ones come out in August.
Got it.
And there's tons, and that's what made me itchy. The new ones.
Should we get a ladder for this battle wagon?
Oh, you gotta send me the price. I can't. Wow. It was very nostalgic. Like I had all these.
I had
things.
I watched the cartoon, and I definitely had some of them, and I kind of like integrated them with my turtles and stuff.
Yeah, I use these as jobbers for like Wolverine and stuff. You know, like these are the guys that Wolverine beat up.
Like everyone had that lady.
Oh yeah.
It's like a standard issue.
So you mentioned wives don't collect. Well, I sort of tricked mine to make a pop collection. So she collects badass women.
Wow.
Well, these are two badass women then. I was like,
Good for you, dude.
I thought Mark snuck these into his pile for himself. And I just wanted to know what was going on here.
Yeah.
But, all right, that's cool. Justified. Friend Mark here, big Kevin Costner Robin Hood guy.
Oh yeah.
And he has his eye on this battle wagon.
What's the price on the battle wagon?
A price point on that.
Let's see, it should be in the box. We grab stuff store. No, I can't reach.
The turtle thing was deflated. Did you have that?
Oh my god, I did. Oh my god, this really didn't work that good, and it always deflated.
Everyone's looked like that, like deflated.
And there wasn't really much to do. There wasn't anything to hang.
We tried.
It's cool though.
Big.
Oh, here's the piece. Here, this didn't stay on.
Whoa. Oh,
That is what connects to it. Connected. Peer pressure, no matter what.
Oh, you sure? I would never peer pressure you into buying something.
It's completely ridiculous.
Yo, you need that Miss Piggy talking phone up there.
yeah.
For your Muppet collection.
It's $350. Well, we'll do it today for $50.
I think that's in the budget.
Yeah?
That was pretty easy.
We'll put it on the company card and let Brewski panic it out. Let's see. So this thing is cool. You could probably just put your whole collection on it. And
That's what I'm saying. That's what's selling it.
Oh, we just justified it.
On a spot.
I love a good justification of a purchase.
the guys around it, and you
have.
got like a little.
That's way cooler than I thought. And this is not like clearly not a Star Wars thing like the other things. Some of the products in this line were repurposed like Star Wars stuff.
Right.
It's like the Ewok Village is like the Merry Men Village or whatever. Yeah.
Exactly. I had this 100%, and it really threw these rocks, and it was really cool.
That's the box is the other head scan that doesn't look like Kevin Costner.
Yes, exactly.
It's alternate ones, right? Very cool.
All right.
All right, go home.
I'm done. Are you done?
I'm done. Are you gonna go home and sit Indian style and play with this? Yes. On the living room floor. Look how happy he is.
Oh god, this is great. Wait, Brian. First of all, Tell me what you remember about this. Is that any part of your childhood?
Sort of, but not really, because obviously I've almost never been a video game guy. What I think about this, which is really cool, I think a fan at our live show asked Raven, like, why the F were you on this? And you think about it, like, these are like Goldberg, Nash, Hogan, like the top guys, like champions. And then what I always just guessed was that like Raven was like going to get this big push or something, and like they had big plans for him. But he said that the guy who was in charge of either the packaging or the design stuff was just a big mark for him and like wanted him in it. I was like, oh, that would be like what I would do for you if I could do it because I'm a big Raven mark for it. So.
Also, here's the deal. This one was my favorite.
That's like the revered WCW game, right?
Yes.
Correct? I at least know that.
This one stunk.
Oh, that one came at the end, right?
This is one of the worst games of all time, in my opinion.
Really?
Yeah. But this is something I think you actually should own.
Is someone off their entire WCW
That's what I'm thinking.
N64 collection?
I think you should own this.
I probably, like, if it was mint with the box and the
That's what I'm
artwork,
saying.
I probably would.
Yeah.
There's two, though.
Keep an eye on that, yeah.
There's Anarchy Wolves and
I think there's a Game Boy game, too.
20, Kurt Hawkins.
Then you just got to find
With the
Brodus somewhere.
free Brodus accessory.
No,
Go to Fox News or something, get Brodus to sign it, and you got a complete collection.
All right, thanks.
Yeah, bro.
You know, let them breathe.
What?
Yeah. Hell yeah. What do you mean what? You guys told me that. You get the foreign card.
True. And then they're mint. There's no click, click, click in there.
And then I'm listing my current ones on the
Is this a last minute pickup?
Yeah, I've been, like, kicking the tires on this actually for a while. I'll put this into my gym ski. Very, over-the-top figure of my mentor. So it's a little shout-out.
That's cool.
Trunk.
Yeah, no, I know. Exactly.
Get them when you can.
All right.
But that's the whole caboodle there?
Holy smokes.
Okay, yeah.
That looks so insane.
I had the Muppets on my list.
You have a lot of these Muppets, right?
Yeah, dude.
But I didn't realize there's so many until you just showed me. Like, how many collection is. A lot?
We got Bret Hart.
I feel like I'm going to regret not grabbing that for myself.
This is perfect.
point.
Miscellaneous right there in the middle.
Yeah, that's miscellaneous shelf 101 right there.
Yeah.
There's a Tom Petty Simpson I always wanted.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Got a couple Attitude Era shelf guys. Sort of.
Much needed.
Can't even wait to get home.
It was kind of cool. But not just for me, but no.
So Hit would be like an autographed one or a relic? Or something?
Yeah, that's what
Would they be in these packs?
Yeah, totally. That's the thrill of the hobby.
Gotcha.
Resnick, Matt.
You don't even want to trade.
This would be where all the inserts are in the middle here. Oh, gold Conforto. Oh,
There you go.
Oh.
Well, congratulations. Okay, that's your score.
Corey Dickerson.
what you got on him? What's the scouting report, Sal?
I have no. I would say that card's worth exactly.
And now you're looking at a bunch of no names. I mean, what's next? They're going to go trade for Corey Dickerson from the Marlins? I mean, they got nobody.
That's numbered though. That helps.
199.
Yeah.
Now you got it though.
Yes, in here. That's actually a good card. Oh, Mark McGuire. That's the
Oh, I love
card.
that.
Yeah.
85 tops style.
Yeah.
All right.
Safe to say we're pretty much degenerates.
Yeah.
This is like wild.
Yep. 9 more toys.
Wow.
Thank you.
Unbelievable selection.
It was fun though.
Unbelievable. Yeah, probably could have spent even more time in there, to be honest. I mean, just kept unboxing things, finding things. Great place. Thanks for having us.
Thanks, Sal.
Scratch that figure itch.
You just gotta make sure that, things are safe in the back of the car seat,
Safety first.